I'm here with an update on the solar water pump design. This time I'm going to more of an external pump instead of a submerged pump, and I'm going with well, anyway, the reason I did it was because this pump has a little bit more desirable specs. It's got a little higher pressure, a little less water flow, and so let's give a look. Okay, well, here's the pump. It like the one before, it's a 24 volt C-flow pump, and this one is, I mounted it on a piece of wood, and so I have hoses going into it. The one hose is this one, and it goes to this is a input for it. This is in the pond itself. I have a 2-stage filtration so that it'll filter out the junk, and then it has the pump came with a 3rd stage over here. This one over here, it's a little filtered, again filters more of the water out. So I'm driving it with my solar panel, and this is the same 230 watt Sharp solar panel that I had before. It's a 24 volt solar panel, and that matches the voltage on the pump. And so let's see what it does. See, I wanted to drive some other things with it instead of just having the water flow to fill swales. So I have the hose going here, and I have it going to a sprinkler. And this is a sprinkler, and it demands a relatively high pressure and also a pretty good flow. So I've had this running for about an hour, and it seems to be doing a pretty good job. Okay, a little more documentation on the filtration system. This is just a plastic container. It's about 1 gallon, and I opened it up on one side, and you can see I taped it together. What I did is, on the hose going in here, I had another small container. It's just like a shampoo container, and that's what the hose goes into, and I packed that full of some plastic webbing, just something to block algae and the different plant growth from getting into the intake. And then on this, I have fixed metal on the bottom of this, and I just did that with some wire, and so the metal holds it upright. And then I drilled holes about 5 inches up in the plastic container, so these are where the water goes in to this container, and so it passes through the other container inside, which is about it's got holes drilled in it similarly, and then goes through the webbing and then into the hose. So that's my filtration system. The important thing is on the outer one to have an outer opaque container, because that blocks the sunlight, and you don't want the sunlight getting onto the inside, because that'll inside it'll grow algae in there if you do.